Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at ICP. We're double checking a couple of key factors here. This coin's looking actually decent, all things considered now. I'm not super happy or impressed with this range-bound activity, but if you compare that with that of Bitcoin pulling back and retesting some recent support range there, I would say ICP is holding on fairly strong. So again, decent chance we could see a breakout because of that. You got to also recognize too, Bitcoin loses that 67,000 mark. We'll probably see this lower level of somewhere in the $11 range retested for ICP. But for the moment, holding strong. We'll talk about that and a few other things. So if you're new to the channel, I would like to say thank you very much for watching. If you've been watching for a long time, thank you too. Obviously, deeply appreciate that. If you get a chance though, hit the like button, comment below. Absolutely appreciate that. Really helps grow the channel. We can see here, when we look at liquidation, there's more to the upside than the downside. We're starting to see a lot less liquidation to the downside, which implies people are closing their closing their longs, or they're securing profit and waiting for better entry. So either way we look at it here, having a heavier concentration above than below is a good sign. Let's take a quick look at the monthly though. I'm very curious about this. It should change a little bit. We can see, of course, again, I've talked about this previously, $10 is that worst case, extreme worst case scenario. I doubt we're going to see that price point, but if we do lose the support, there's potential there. Either way you look at it, there's a lot of liquidation on the upside. I still feel that that $14 mark will be retested in the relative near future. Again, 14 is a long ways away, but also is 10. Okay, so again, when we're kind of stuck in this little range, things kind of get further and further behind, get that tunnel vision. So just be mindful. There's a lot of liquidation at 14, which is this guy here, and then of course 10 right here. So we're kind of smack dab in the middle of that. Generally, not a bad or good sign. It's more neutral. Taking a look at the moving averages, we can recognize here that we're still under the 20-day SMA, but holding above the 200. As long as we stay above the 200, I think we're in good shape. So me personally, I don't think this is massive concern. I think that ICP will break out in the relative near future. We can see the MACD here, of course, also converging. I misspoke. The MACD is actually trying to diverge, but hasn't yet. Stochastic is also trying to, what this basically means, this is a good sign too. When stochastic RSI continues to swing down and eventually finds its bottom, when it starts to swing up, that's when we start to see a momentum shift. We can also identify that because we're in range-bound activity. If you stay in a range and stochastic keeps coming down, it's inevitable for that range to want to shift gears and move up. So we do have that positivity working there for us, but we're under 50 in the RSI, so still not generally favorable sign. Okay, so take a look at the 4-hour here. Let's see if there's any difference from yesterday. Still looks pretty much the same. The difference is here we are starting to work our way above some moving averages, slightly increased amount of volume, getting close to that 50 mark on the RSI, and stochastic's kind of plateaued, so is the MACD. So this is not like by any stretch an amazing thing, but me personally, when we look at this and we combine this with Bitcoin and how it hasn't lost its bottom yet, I say yet because there's a possibility of that still, but the way that Bitcoin is behaving right now is very, very bad. ICP is performing in a range, more likely to break out. And again, breakouts do typically occur to the upside more so than the downside. So statistically, we're more likely to see the price go up than down at this point, based on some of the factors we've seen here. But by no means are they like, oh my gosh, I have to get in this trade right now. It's not one of those at all. So please don't fool yourself that we're bullish on this coin by any stretch. We're still kind of lollygagging around in this little range here, and until we break it, we got to presume it's going to continue. Okay, but there is some positive moves here. As I've discussed previously, the best way to kind of give confirmation for a long position would be to close above this 0.382 fib level. I'm looking for a closure at 1250 or higher. That's me personally. I know that seems kind of crazy. Like, why would you get in when the price goes up higher when you can take profit between now and then? Well, there's literally no guarantee it's going to come to that level. But if it does, we would have broken free from this resistance. We'd probably be over 50 on the RSI by then. On the 4-hour, daily time frame would also give us some better confirming factors. We'd be over that, at the very least, the 20-day set moving average on the daily. Those are all complementing factors that come with confirmation. We don't have that yet. So again, if you're going to trade right now and you insist on a long position, just know it's a riskier trade. And if so, you want to lower your leverage and position size because of that. All right. That's generally the concept. I hope that made sense. I described that correctly. Join us on Twitter, Telegram, Discord. I've got a new TikTok and YouTube shorts. Check them out. They're a lot of fun, keeping you abreast as much as possible. So I deeply appreciate the support. Thank you again so much to my ICP community and otherwise. And we'll see you all in the next video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.